Hey everybody, welcome back. And I know I'm saying welcome back like months after my last video, and I apologize for that because it's been a long time since I posted last, and I've just been like busy nannying my landlord's kids, and that's taken up a lot of time. I've also been studying for the ACE personal training exam, and I now have to retake it because I did not pass the first time. So that's fun. And then I actually got a puppy. She's right there. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, there she is. Hi. So needless to say, it's been a minute, but I just wanted to commit to actually sticking through with Fit Bitch Dani because I just find it fun, and honestly, at this point, I don't really care if anybody watches my videos, if anybody likes them, dislikes them, whatever. I just kind of want to do them. So it is now January. Oh, wait, huh? Really? Oh, I thought it said January 8th. It's January 6th, 2021. So Happy New Year, everybody. Yay! I know last year, we won't get into it, but there was a lot going on. So I'll leave it at that. Today's video, I wanted to just talk about my fitness life, and I hate using the word journey because I feel like I'm on The Bachelor when I say that, like my journey to find fitness. So I don't want to say it that way, but I guess my fitness lifestyle. So I wanted to keep this video short, but I also wanted to break it into 3 sections, which are past, present, and future. So in the past, what did I do for fitness? Present, what am I doing currently? And then future, what do I see for myself? What are my goals for the future, whether it be fitness or not related? And also I wanted to show you a list that I created, just goals in general, because I think that a lot of us have free time on our hands right now due to everything going on. Some of us are much busier, but it's always nice to just set goals and intentions every so often, whether it be short-term, long-term, whether you set goals every day, every week, every month, whatever it is. I felt like it was time to make a new list. So here we go. First, I want to start with the past and how I came into fitness today. So I did every single sport you can imagine. I did soccer, was bad at it. Softball, so bad at it. I remember one time in softball, I couldn't hit the ball. The pitcher tried throwing it to me like 20 times, didn't work out. Then the coach tried throwing it to me, didn't work out. Then I tried hitting it off a tee, and I swung twice and I missed the tee. Like the ball sitting on top of the tee, I couldn't even do that. That wasn't great either. I did dance, I did gymnastics. I don't think I did basketball. No, I didn't do basketball. That was like one of the few I didn't do. Hand-eye coordination clearly isn't my thing. Well, so let's just stop here. The first sport that I actually really enjoyed is track and field. And I did that in high school. For my junior year, I did the sprints, 200-meter sprints, I believe, which still not great at cardio. And I also did pole vaulting, which if you don't know what pole vaulting, here it is. It's in the Olympics. People get high, not that way. I really loved doing cardio though. That was the first time that I actually was really interested in fitness, seeing myself change, my body change for the better, because I grew up Italian, so I had like a lot of pasta, a lot of just like high fat stuff. So I wasn't the healthiest, but it is what it is, you know. I wouldn't change my lifestyle for anything really in high school. But I did really enjoy just shedding weight once I saw those changes, and I was like, you know what, I want to keep up with this. And then I remember the next year I got a nose job in between my junior and my senior year, and my mom was like, you are not doing pole vaulting, you hit your nose last year on the pole, I'm not having you go back and like break your nose, your new nose, whatever. So I ended up not doing any sports that year, but I told myself once I got to college, I didn't want to gain the freshman 15, because that's like a whole stigma when you go to like your first year in school. You're eating, you're drinking, you're partying, you're not doing anything but like hanging out with new friends and like going to parties and going to different functions, excuse me, and you know, and you just like gain weight, which is natural, and it happens to a lot of people. And it also doesn't happen to a lot of people either. And some people, they just stay the same. It's really just depending on your body and also what you do with it. So I told myself I didn't want to gain the freshman 15. I'm not going to drink during college. I'm not going to eat unhealthy. No carbs, no fried foods, no this, no that, you name it, I did not eat it, except for I had one cheat meal a week. So I would have like pasta for dinner one week. I would have a brownie from the Starbucks on campus another week. I just like, I really, really limited and restricted what I was eating, which wasn't healthy because I would also do 2-a-days, which if you don't know what 2-a-days are, it's you go to the gym or you work out twice a day. And for some people that's great if you have like a healthy lifestyle and you eat healthy and you eat just like the correct amount of food for yourself that you're satiated and you can run on that energy. But I did not do that because I was just like so paranoid that I was gonna gain all that weight. I was so scared that I was going to, you know, like gain the weight back that I lost from like being younger, and guys wouldn't like me and whatever. It was like a whole thing that it was going on in my mind, and I just wanted to look better too. I lost about 20 pounds, I wanna say, my first year of college, and I wasn't like happy though. You know, I was going to parties, but I wasn't drinking, not saying that you need to drink in general. You know, I really limited the food that I ate. Like my friends and I, we would go out to dinner and I would, like Cheesecake Factory was the way to go back in college mostly. Or we had really nice restaurants around the area. I went to school in Providence, Rhode Island, which is known for their really bomb-ass restaurants. And I maybe got a salad when I went. I got like a wrap with like a whole wheat. Like I really restricted myself. I didn't let myself have any dessert when we went somewhere. So it was really like not great for my mental health. And I wanted to leave school. I wanted to transfer to another school. I was the one that was making myself that way. Like nobody else was doing that but me. The one thing though that I really did like and that de-stressed me a lot was the gym. I would go, even though I would go twice a day, I tried to limit my cardio to once a day. I made up like exercises for myself. I didn't really gain muscle from it. I shed a lot of fat, but I didn't gain muscle. So it was almost like you could see my ribs at one point, and it wasn't cute. I don't recommend it. And there's a way to do it that I didn't know how. And I just like messed up my body, and I ended up getting body dysmorphia from it because I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I'm still fat, or I'm still overweight, or I'm still this, I'm still that, and that wasn't true. It was just what my perception of myself in the mirror was. But then everybody else is telling me that I looked great and I lost all this weight. So I'm like, oh yay, that's great, but I still don't see that for myself. Like, I don't see that I've lost that weight. I just see like there's more to be lost. And it fucks you up. So my whole college experience, like the last few years, I definitely took it easier. I definitely ate that dessert at Cheesecake Factory. I definitely drank. Like, I enjoyed myself, and I still was able to keep weight off because I ended up saying, like, understanding that you can have carbs, you can have certain foods, but you don't need to limit it too much, and you don't need to eat too much of it either. I ended up just like enjoying myself a lot more. I had, you know, a close group of people, like a tight-knit group that I could talk to, and it felt so much better. So then after college, I obviously worked in the fashion industry for about 5 years, and I commuted for 4 of those 5 years. And if you know the city, New York City, in relation to central New Jersey, I was about an hour-and-a-half bus ride each way, so about 3 to 4 hours on the bus every single day. So what I would do is I would wake up in the morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I would go with my boyfriend John to Workout World, which is now known as Jersey Strong Gym. So I would go at 5 a.m. I would work out for about like 45 minutes. I would go home, shower, and get the bus for like a 6:30 a.m. bus. So I really only had like an hour and a half from when I got to the gym to when I got on the bus to get a workout in, because I didn't want to do it after work at night. You never know what time you were going to come home. Sometimes it would take 3 hours to get home. If I didn't wake up early and I wanted to work out at night, I would do Insanity, which is what I also did in college, and I think that's also how I shed a lot of fat. It's all HIIT workouts for like consistently 45 minutes to an hour every single day. It tones you up if you're eating the right amount of protein. It sheds your fucking fat off. So I really loved it. It was like the first time that I really did intense cardio. It got my endurance up so much. It made me sweat my ass off, and I would do it in my room, and I felt like I could eat on it too. You know what I mean? Like I could eat pasta, I could eat pizza, I could eat stuff when I felt like I wanted to and not feel guilty. So it was great. Granted, remember that when you work out. you're gonna work out, still feel like you can eat things, okay? So that's a conversation for a whole other video. And then 2 years ago, I moved to up to North Jersey. So if anybody knows Weehawken, that's where I am. I'm literally 5 minutes north of Hoboken, and there's a lot of good food over there too. So I highly recommend if you're from the tri-state area or if you're coming to New York for a trip, don't forget about Hoboken. Anyway, so 2 years ago, I moved up here. This is where I currently am living, and I obviously had to leave my gym down in Central Jersey. So I was doing some research of certain gyms around the area, and I ended up going to a gym in New York City, and I ended up getting a personal trainer. And I always told myself I wanted a personal trainer who was super knowledgeable about different workouts that I could do, how I could tone my body, and just like get stronger, really. I met my current personal trainer there. He's awesome, super knowledgeable. We ended up becoming really good friends from that. I highly, highly recommend, and I think that a lot of people in the industry talk about it, but I highly recommend a personal trainer. If you're a beginner, novice, intermediate, or expert, you're always gonna find somebody who has a little more knowledge or like can fine tune certain things for you. They can recommend new workouts for you. I know it's expensive, certain trainers. That's why there's a ton of resources online that you can check out, maybe something that'll be a little bit better for your budget. I always told myself when I was going to move up to North Jersey, oh God, excuse me, I just had lunch. I'm a little gassy, sorry. I always told myself that when I would move up to North Jersey that I would get a trainer. It was just great because I loved exercising. I really found this new passion for it. I needed a de-stressor before, after work, you know, in any type of business industry or any industry in general. Exercise just helps you de-stress from your job or your life or whatever the case is. And it was nice to just have a new friend and talk to about like different things that we're both interested in. And I got more friends from that experience too, which is really awesome. It really does change your life if you have the right person. And by the right person, I mean somebody who's knowledgeable, somebody who's going to make science-based recommendations for you, someone who will help you and tailor a program to fit you, not just a general program that they use for every single person, someone who spends time with you, talking to you, not just about fitness, but about your life. They're kind of like your therapist in a way. That is basically where I'm at now, which is my present. So currently I am studying to get my personal trainer certification. I know that I said that I failed it once, and basically every other person that I know that took it, almost every other person has failed it the first time. It's kind of like the SAT, it's like a standardized test, so it's like one of those things. I'm just obviously nannying, but I'm doing at-home workouts. I am training a couple clients, which are my friends / my landlord, so just getting those guinea pigs in there, fine-tuning my programs, things like that. So I'm really enjoying that so far. And I am not in the fashion industry anymore. So before COVID hit, I was working as a salesperson for Equinox gyms. And literally 2 weeks after I started the position, I got laid off because of COVID. And I want to share some future goals with you all. So my future goals include obviously getting my personal training certification. I want to get my nutrition certification so I can go hand in hand and not just make knowledge-based recommendations based off what I do, but I can give people actual scientific, factual information. I definitely want to gain more momentum on my YouTube if that were to happen. Obviously, I said in the beginning, if people don't want to hear me talk, that's fine. You can click off the video. It is what it is. Just stay consistent with that. And I also want to say no more. I am very like, I'm one of those people who always feels like I have to say yes because I'm like, I feel like I'm guilt tripped into something, or I just don't want to disappoint people. So I definitely am going to say no more, do more of what I want to do, focus on more of what I want to focus on as opposed to other things that maybe I'm not as interested in. And I also really want to start a nonprofit. I don't know why, I've just always wanted to give back in some way, and like more than I have in the past. So I used to give back a lot in college, but I want to like kind of get that a little bit more amped up and have my own thing so I keep myself accountable. And I also just like am able to create something new, and I wanted to tie in fitness and fashion as well, because even if I'm not in the fashion industry anymore, I still have that passion for it still. And I still want to be able to just put it out there and help people in any way I possibly can. So with that being said, this was my fitness journey / my goals for the future. And this is more of a serious video, but you know me, I always like stupid, necessary videos where I make no sense and I just babble on and on and on. So those will be coming soon, but thank you again for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little bit about me. And if you didn't, I don't know what you were doing this whole time that I was talking, but the last thing I want to say is I want to hear from you guys. Are you setting up any goals or intentions for 2021 for just in general, just for today? Is there anything that you do to stick to being consistent? Obviously, I want to be a little more consistent with these videos, so if you have any recommendations, please leave a comment below. And if there's any personal trainers out there, say hi as well, because we can be friends. The last thing I want to show you is my puppy, so let's bring her out because she's going crazy now. Oh wait, I think she's still laying there. Oh my gosh. Yep, here she is. Hold on. She was crazy, so I had to put her in the crate, but she's usually not in the crate.
Hello, hello, Sky. Say hello to everybody. Okay, she gave you all a wink. Okay, well anyway.
That's it for today's video. We will see you in the next one. Oh, big yawn. We will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment any other recommendations that you have, and don't forget to like it. And I will see you guys next week. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.